My job is boring. Absolutely 100% boring. I'm a graphics and web designer, or in layman terms, I'm very good with Photoshop. I spend most of my days at the office mostly avoiding everyone and strictly doing the work I've been given. Since most of it is using the computer, I'm secretly able to listen to music, or people talk on YouTube. Mostly it's Let's Plays that I enjoy the most, staying away from all those Minecraft videos. One day, when all of my subscriptions had yet to post a video, I decided to look around for something new to my ears. My friend, her name is Lisa, told me about a YouTuber that reads stories to people, and I had to check him out. Ready to pounce on something that was strictly voice and barely any video, I was ecstatic. Unfortunately, my excitement halted when I found this YouTuber read only these dark and scary stories. At first I was disgusted, as I myself do not enjoy being scared. It gives a sickening feeling in my stomach. But I gave it a try. The first one I ever listened to was Wedding Band, and it wasn't that scary. The sweet music and silly sound effects made me chuckle in my office, and so I decided to listen to another. What's the worst that could happen? Chilled to the bone by the next one, I felt as if I was going to throw up. I kept listening though, as if something would draw me in to hear those words, as if I was entranced by this man's voice. By the end of the day I'd watched 20 or 30 of his videos, and I still wanted to hear more. It wasn't the video that amused me so much, in the fact that it gave me shivers down my spine. It was the man's voice. He talked so openly and so smoothly it singed to me in my head. The feeling rushed over me like a wave of water flowing up and down a sandy beach. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. Racing out of the office felt unbearable today, as I wanted to listen to more of this sultry voice. Usually I'd be the first out, even a few minutes early. Today it was already 6 minutes after. I gathered my things and went to turn off my computer, but then the strangest thing happened. I noticed that I was subscribed to this man, but I don't remember clicking the button. Not thinking much of it, I hit the X button and shut down my computer. Out the door, to my Out the door, to my car, turn the key and off I go home. Every night I get home and immediately change into my pyjamas. It's much more comfortable, as the dress code at the office was incredibly strict. Suit, pants, or a skirt only. Horrible. At least I was home. TV dinner in the microwave. I don't watch TV though, unless you count Netflix. This is the time that I actually get on YouTube and watch instead of just listen. Sometimes when there's nothing to watch, I listen to a Let's Play. Today was one of those days apparently, but this time I had someone new. His voice was so monotone it added to the scare factor, but also making me feel comfortable and soothed. Even before I could stop myself from clicking, I was on one of his videos. It was about Pokemon, something I never actually got into. I watched it and really enjoyed it, but not because of the information or the creepiness of the subject. Something about this man, the way he spoke, interested me. It engulfed my thoughts to where I wanted to see just one more video. It was his voice, it was him, it was 12 o'clock. Shit! Way past my bedtime. It's a Wednesday. I didn't want to stop, but even I knew that bed was more important. While trying to sleep, I just kept thinking of the stories he told me. I wasn't even scared anymore. Perhaps I should have been more scared of myself. Losing that sense of fear, I became more involved in his entire channel. For both Thursday and Friday, I found myself listening to all of his videos, then taking off to lunch just to go home and listen to more. Coming home and watching them, even ones I'd seen over and over. He even did crossovers with other YouTubers. Not as good, mind you, but I watched them too. By Saturday night, I'd finished almost every video he'd ever uploaded, except for a few he'd recently uploaded. I decided to take a break from him for a bit, as I've already spent most of my weekend already on YouTube, and I didn't feel like wasting more of my free time. YouTube. It's a funny thing, isn't it? Millions of people doing completely different things, but people get attracted to certain individuals because of their flash, their comedy, their uniqueness. It's what drew me to him, his uniqueness. There are others that do what he does, maybe even better than he does. Wait, no one can do better than him. Even when he stumbles his words, which is absolutely adorable, he keeps going. How does he do it? I wish she was in my room talking to me instead of hundreds of thousands of other people. I bet they don't actually love him or understand him. Not like I do. How could they? Perilously, I searched the web for all traces of him, all social media sites. I tried. I had barely any information on who this man truly was. His name, his race, his age, his home, his eye colour. I wanted to find it all and put a face to the man I had envisioned in my head. Physical features didn't interest me because it was his voice that I enjoyed so much. So much so it's as if I could cut out his tongue so that no one could ever listen to his voice again except for me. As if I'd become addicted to him, as if he was some sort of drug or adrenaline rush that started releasing my endorphins. His words carved into my very being so much that I wanted to carve into him, feel every inch of his body inside and out. At last, I found what I'd been searching for, his place of residence, a last name, and even a photo. I guess I shouldn't rag on Reddit anymore considering how useful they've been. Unfortunately, he was several days away from my home by car, but perhaps by plane I could. What am I thinking though? What would I do if I actually did meet him? I have to get a hold of myself. Even if he is magnificent in every possible way, why should I stalk him? It's Sunday night and I'm home alone with the lights out staring at the white light coming from my computer screen. And his face, his beautiful face. I decide to go to bed and for the next few days steer clear of his videos and perhaps all of YouTube. It's probably for the best that I get my head on straight and stop acting like a complete psycho. Sure, me, I couldn't control myself. I'd managed to have his channel since Sunday and decided to give it a peek, seeing as how I knew he uploaded today. It's Thursday, so I've only missed one video, and today there was another, one with someone, a woman. He says that she's his best friend. That has to be a lie. Another woman that gets close to him? One that he knows personally? She's been more than just a friend, that little slut. She isn't worthy to be featured. She isn't worthy of even talking to him. There has to be something I can do about this. Maybe go to him and ask him not to talk to her anymore. I should fly out there and ask him personally. He'll be so shocked he'll fall in love with me. That would be oh so wonderful. I'll fly out tomorrow. There isn't much time to waste. I have to get to him before that whore sweeps him off his feet. No one can have him but me. No one can listen to him but me. I've taken a taxi to his street. It was late at night when I arrived. I didn't know which was his house, but fortunately enough he was outside, getting into his car, going to dinner perhaps. I could see him drive off from the other side of the road. I thought I could wait outside the door for him, and so I did for the first few minutes. I decided to try and force my way in, though. I pressed against the door and slid a credit card into the notch between the door and the wall, unlocking it. He didn't lock the top lock, for some reason. I mean, I always do. Who would want someone to break in? I closed it and locked it behind myself. And now I'm in his home, the love of my life, and I'm here alone. I went through his things, smelling his clothes, reading his notes, looking at a can that he left in his room, sweet just like him. I found his computer set up, not as fancy as I first imagined, but that doesn't matter. I hid for the time being. I hear him come in the front door. He sits at his desk, his computer on, completely unaware, so beautiful. He starts his recording software. This time will be different, my love. I want your voice all to myself. He begins to record the reading of the story. Unbeknownst to him, I'm standing behind him in complete silence, staring at the back of his skull. I'll wait for him to finish the story, then he shall be mine. He reads off the first line.
My job is boring. Absolutely 100% boring.